Good morning. Okay, so I am on my way to work right now, and I have been out and about, and many have seen me through some of my social channels doing a lot of stuff. And so I wanted to give a little bit of clarity as to what's going on and what am I doing and who am I doing it for and what's really happening. So last year, around this time, I was planning my daughter's wedding, and that was around the time that I realized I really missed working on a team. And so one of the things that I decided around that time was to really kind of take a look as to what I was doing with our business, my daughter and I, and really just where we were going and what our plan was. And she was planning on getting married and having babies. Yay! And I wanted to continue staying involved and engaged in the community. So Rizzo Strategic Solutions is still around. We still have clients and we are still taking on more clients. However, we are slowing things down, as many know, and those who don't know, my daughter is 5 months pregnant and I will be a grandmother coming October. So yay! Lots of transitions, lots of changes. So that being said, Rizzo Strategic Solutions, we are not expanding at this time. We are kind of just sustaining ourselves. So which is perfectly amazing. And so one of the things that I realized was I wanted to get a little more involved and engaged in nonprofit. Many of you know I have served on the board of directors for the Coachella Valley History Museum since 2015. Board of trustees since 2015. And I've served on other boards as well. I am currently stepping into working with working with the American Advertising Federation, the Desert Cities chapter, which is Desert AdFed, which I'm very excited about because many of you know I'm huge on marketing. Apologize for the sun being in your eyes, but it is what it is, guys. I've got the deal set up right here, and I want to make sure that I don't move around, right? We got to be safe. However, so really, I wanted to give you guys an update of where I am now. So all of this has gone on. I still do my art. I'm still Energy with Shay Rizzo with my art. And that's coming up in October. I've got an art event coming up for the 3 weekends in October. So you'll see more on that. I haven't stopped doing that. That's still my therapy, just like it always is. And one of the other things I wanted to do was find a purpose in my life, was to make sure that I wasn't just, I wasn't just wanting to do my art and build relationships within the community, but I wanted to work towards something that was making the community better, not just for my ego. And so I have been involved with the museum, and I wanted to really eventually kind of move up to be executive director of the museum. And I was told that I don't curate, which I don't. And so that kind of made me start going, wait a minute, let me see what's out there. I want to see what's out there. Museum wasn't ready to take me on as a executive director anytime soon because they don't really have a budget to do anything. But it was just one of those things I kind of put out there into the universe. And then I wanted to see what was around, what was there. And that was when I opened up Indeed and I found this position. And the funny thing about this position is I know the person who was in this position before me. So I was familiar with the organization, and it was really cool because I applied, and within 2 hours of me applying, I had already had a request for a interview. And let's take this out of here. Okay, so I already had a request for an interview within 2 hours of me applying, which was awesome. And then I went and interviewed the next day. went really well. I was actually able to interview with the person that I knew in the position. That was the last thing that she did before she left, which was amazing. And then I also met with the past CEO because the current one was actually on leave, which was really great. And then it was amazing because I knew I wanted the position at that moment. I knew. The organization is the United Cerebral Palsy of the Inland Empire, and it's helping people with disabilities to have a more inclusive life, which is hello. Okay, I'll help. That's awesome. Inclusivity, that's my jam. We want everyone to understand that we all benefit from everyone's well-being. So everybody needs to be lifted up and have a space because we're all apart. We're all the same thing, right? We're all connected. So I applied. Okay, so I interviewed, and then within 2 hours of me interviewing, after that was over with, I was texted again that said, can you come in the next day and do another interview? And I was absolutely. And so then now I'm nervous because now I'm like, okay, I really want this, and I really wanted to close the deal. So went in for the next interview and interviewed with 2 other people, a part of the organization that I really enjoyed and really liked. So that was amazing. And then within 2 hours of me finishing that, I was given an offer. So then it was the waiting game. So you guys kind of saw what's going on there. And during all this time, I'm realizing that I don't really want to have this Creative Energies Unleashed channel because it's not about that. It's really about me and my journey and the energy that I bring to the table and what happens after that. So, and really giving you tips as to how to get engaged. So my new title, I was offered the position, and my new title when I was hired was actually Manager of Donor Development. After I actually came in, stepped in to the position, within 2 weeks, I was already given a promotion, which did come with a nice phrase. And I was also given a change in title, which was awesome. I am now Director of Donor Development, and I have an assistant, and our job is to share our mission and to get more people involved and engaged so that we can help build our programs and services to help serve our wonderful clients. Our area of which I get to represent is the entire Inland Empire. So I get to go back to my roots on all of the different organizations that I've worked for throughout the last 20 years of my life. I've got connections throughout that entire area because of my outside sales experience. So it's totally working out amazing. I'm being able to reconnect to some of those spaces and places and people that I once was gallivanting around. So that's awesome. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing how everything really ends up working out. It's amazing how if you can really just keep yourself into a happy space and try to find things that really are resonating with you and the person that you are in your soul, not all of that superficial crap, because none of that matters. I'm talking about really doing some soul-centered, heart-centered work that makes you feel happy and good and fulfilled at the end of the night. That's really what it's about, you guys. And so now here we are. You're on my journey with me. So now you know where I am. My new title, I am at the United Cerebral Palsy of the Inland Empire. My office is in the Burger Community Building, which is on the corner of Cook Street and Murrell Street in Palm Desert. We share this building. It's all nothing but nonprofit. So it's a crazy, amazing energy to be around, because this is probably the first time in my life where I am around everybody that was drawn, was pulled to this position because of a calling, because of something that resonated within their soul and it created purpose. So being around individuals like that, the energy is amazing. The energy is amazing. So that, you guys, is the reason why I am saying, guys, it's back to energy with Rebecca Shay Rizzo. You're going to learn all about all the little things that I've gone through to help continue to elevate myself. It was crazy, as everybody's gone through. I think many of us since 2020, since March 13th of 2020, and we all know what that was in California. That was the shutdown, right? It was Friday the 13th, a crazy day none of us will ever forget. So that being said, guys, think about where we came, where we've gone from. We were there and now we're here, and how we have evolved as an individual and as a community. I really feel so loved and blessed to be a part of the Coachella Valley. It really is amazing. So if you're new here, look me up. If you want to figure out how to get connected, really, I can help you. So can a lot of other folks that I interact with. So it's all about community, guys. That's the superpower. That is the total thing that's going to be in style, is networking, building community, because we are faced with some really crazy times in front of us. We all know it. We may not want to talk about it, but there is a shit show going on in a lot of different areas across the world. And many of us are getting touched by that. And the only thing that we have control over is the way that we actually experience that within all of us. So we have to get ourselves into a place so that the energy ripple that comes out of us, that one that actually generates around us, it's our job to find things to make us happy, to make us feel balanced and secure with who we are, because it's our job to find those things, because again, that creates a ripple that radiates around us and bumps into other people. And that, my friends, is how we change the world. So thanks for joining me. If this is your first time meeting me, hi! And thanks for those who keep coming back over the years for me to kind of figure out what the heck I'm doing. I think I figured it out, you guys. I'm soul-centered. It's all about that energy. It's all about getting connected to the purpose. So love, light, all things magical, and I hope to see you soon. I am hoping to become more consistent. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and say bi-weekly. You'll be getting some information. I'll be releasing little shorts here and there as well. But my main content, I am going to try to be a bit more consistent. If anything, these are messages to the future Rebecca to say, you're doing amazing. I believe in you. I see you. Love, light, and all things magical, guys. Mwah! Bye. Okay, I'm going to work now.